Oh shit, what's up, dude? You are listening to Swamp Talk, brought to you by Brattlebrook Studio. Here's your hosts, Sean Miller and Corey Bush. Help me.
But still, I mean, do you want an elephant that, you know, is docile, or do you want an elephant that doesn't know where the fuck it is anymore? And
what the fuck is going on?
Where the fuck am I?
I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island
Yeah. Welcome to episode 45.
We made it to 45?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. This song.
Episode 45 episodes ago, we recorded right in the shed.
Damn.
No mics or anything.
We've come from a shed to a studio in 45 episodes.
Now we have guests all the time. Like
yeah.
Tonight, a guest from New Zealand.
Yeah, and there's no crickets anymore, so now it's cricket-free. Take it away, guest. How about you introduce yourself, and feel free to do the shout-outs for your plugins.
Sup, guys? Thank you for having me on. My name's Craig Gillman. Joining in on the Swamp Talk. Thank you all for having me on. I actually responded to your request on Reddit, looking for guests, actually, because I was thinking about being a part of certain podcasts and whatnot, because I am a fan of, things like, Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro and, Daily Wire and things like that,
Yep.
Listen to the podcast here and there, learning new things and stuff. So I was like, I'm getting into storytelling and things like that. So I was thinking, probably a good thing to express that through podcasting myself. And I'm a bit of a talker myself. So let's have a try. So I looked on Reddit, and one of the things I saw was you guys. So I sent a request, and you accepted, and that's it. You know what I mean? And here I am. So thank you for having me on.
Hell yeah, and thank you for being on.
Nice one, man. I'm on. I'm a DJ. I do my. I'm actually restarting a show that I used to do called Air Pollution. It's been on a hiatus for 2 years. Bringing it back on Mixcloud. Jump on. My DJ name is Loose Link. I think you guys will post links down below this episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they can click it.
Yep.
Nice one. So they'll be coming on soon. I've got a season of guests coming on and stuff. Going to be exploring, hip hop, drum and bass, breaks, funk, all that stuff. Up until the new year. And in terms of podcasting as well, I'm getting into it myself. I've actually restarted a podcast called On the Job. And it sort of entails I do feel that, if you want to do a podcast, you've got to be a little bit unique. So what my mate and I did when we worked was, how about we bring our microphone to work itself? You know what I mean? So literally, the microphone I'm talking to at the moment, I connected it to my phone, and I put it in a bowl, and I worked in an orchard, so I took it to the orchard, and as we stripping trees and shit like that, we have the bowl down there as well, and we literally recorded our first episode of On the Job right there and there.
Awesome.
So you could again, links will be down below. We got 2 episodes going, and I'm trying to get 3 or 4 more going at the moment to keep it going, because it's something special. So yeah.
That's awesome.
That's me, I think.
It's funny that you say that, because the people I work with, I've had a couple of them on the show, and they were like, with the conversations we have while we work, we need to have a microphone. They keep saying that they would love to just record us each day, as we work because the shit that we say is just so ridiculous, and the stuff that we talk about, and I'm just like,
just mic everything up.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm already a part of a podcast. I ain't doing this. So like, I'm like, yeah, you guys, that's a good idea. You should do that.
Bro. But like our job, yeah, we as long as the boss is not on your shoulder, you know what I mean? Like if you had an orchard or in a vineyard, you could get away with it.
Yeah.
So that's what my co-pilot was Todd. Me and Todd, we got away with it, and we did 1 hour, and that was it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, exactly. For me, like it's kind of a thing in New Zealand because it's very rare. I'm probably a rare person actually down here that actually is interested in doing and recording a podcast themselves. You know what I mean? We'll listen to it. We'll gather information, and then we'll go to the pub and slam down a few jugs and whatever, and spew bloody information to our heart's content and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like this. Some like I'll be generous. 50% of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths is actually really damn good information, and you do feel like if I had a microphone going at the same time and recorded something, it'd be something that other people somewhere else would be like, yeah, because it's actually quite inspirational, and what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's the thought process in it anyway. So yeah.
And you said you're a DJ. That has like my brain moving. We should send him our song and see if he can't like mix it for us and like make us a custom song one day.
One?
We'll open up the podcast to it.
Or
remix.
Any of them if you want. That's your choice. Like whatever you think would be better intro for a thing. But yeah, a remix of it. I think that would be fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm down for that, man. What type of song is it? Is it the intro?
You want to play it for him? Go ahead, play him your intro that you did.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
All right, let me find.
And then we'll play you like our actual song.
I don't think he'll be able to hear it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's through the podcast.
Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't like play through.
Okay.
I don't fucking get it.
Try and describe it for him.
I'll visualize. Go.
It's like it's called like American Idol, so just think American Idol.
So like he looked up royalty free music first of all, and then he just oh man, I really wish we could send it. You can't send it through Zoom or something?
Probably could.
Oh, but it's
good. Email it to me, man.
It's good.
Yeah,
we could send it to you, and then our actual theme song because when we're not doing podcasts and we're not filming, we do professional wrestling, and we use a little clip from our actual theme song for wrestling that is typically our intro song for Swamp Talk, but we've been changing it up lately.
We'll see if it plays.
Is it like John Cena wise, or is it more like Mick Foley, or what are we talking here?
Think of Southern Goth, right? Or it's like
it's the playlist I found it under, and
so the genre's considered Southern Goth, but I think of like backwoods, fucking hillbilly. It's like a re-rendition. It's not even the same song.
No, it's not the same lyrics, but
the chorus is Problems. Like he took the chorus from 99 Problems, and then he did his own like in betweens and stuff. But yeah, it's a cool song. It works for our gimmick because when we wrestle, we come out as like drunk swamp fucking park rangers now. So
nice.
Yeah. So it works for us.
Like backyard wrestling, like with Insane Clown Posse sort of stuff. Like you get like fluorescent lights and lay it, stack them on top of each other and throw yourself off the roof. You do that shit or
no?
Back in the day when we were teenagers, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
now
it's legit. We travel around. We actually wrestle in a wrestling ring, and we do it in front of they're not giant crowds, but a couple hundred people. usually. So
we love that stuff down here anyway. So
Nice.
every time there's a convention down here, there's always wrestling going on. I mean, we love it down here. So yeah,
I love wrestling. As long as it's not WWE, I can get into it. Honestly.
WWE between the years 1987 to 2002.
Yes,
that's fine.
Yes,
anything
yes.
after that,
yeah, anything after that garbage. But yes, those years.
I like the
the
2006,
best.
2007 era when
I
DX
see-
came back and
Well,
Finley.
see,
and
they had their
Hornswoggle.
moments, but it wasn't like long enough to watch it for
No,
years.
that
You
era
know, like,
pretty much just
not like the
lasted 2
Attitude
years.
Era. Like going right before the Attitude Era, going into the Attitude Era, and then the very end of the Attitude Era was all like.
Pretty much, I dropped off
best.
when WCW merged.
Well, I was gone when Stone Cold was gone. I was like, "Fuck this
Stone
shit."
Cold left in like 2004.
Austin 316, man.
Yeah, Austin 316. Yeah,
man.
2004.
Yeah.
That was like probably the last year I actually watched, and at that time I was only watching pay-per-views because he was only doing guest appearances at that time, right? He was only doing.
It's funny. It's funny
His
with
last
him.
match
Like,
was 2004.
Was it?
Yeah.
it's funny with him. Like he's one of those. You know, he sustained an injury. Like he broke his back or something like that.
Yeah.
But, like now. Yeah, now he's doing a podcast or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, surprisingly, it wasn't. He broke his neck. That was
okay.
legit, right? Like he actually fucked it up doing that stunt. And
You're
then,
done. You're done after that.
but
yeah.
the reason why he stopped wrestling, I think, was his knees. Honestly,
It was neck.
yeah.
yeah, knees and neck. He had a neck injury. He sold it. Like he got hit by a car. That's what it was. That's why they did the whole angle where Rikishi hit him with the car. He actually had a neck injury that he was dealing with. So
Yeah.
he had to be out, get surgery on it. His knees were bad. I mean, I understand it. I've done the stunner because like Stone Cold being my biggest influence going into wrestling. When I became a professional wrestler, one of my finishing moves was the stunner. So now like I understand his pain.
Oh, nice.
Like I'm starting like.
You're landing on your ass when you do it, eh? It's like it's pretty like it's like a 90-degree angle and stuff. Like boom, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Every time you do it, you compress your spine a little bit, and he even says it. He's like, I try not to do it. Like when I do the stunner, that's why it was always like this amazing thing when I'd give somebody the stunner because it was like one time, maybe twice in a match he would do it. It's not like today where you'll see like somebody doing their finishing move 3 or 4 times. It's like, what's the point of a finishing move if it doesn't finish the opponent? You know, like the whole storytelling got like.
Was it oh fuck, I forgot his name. Like Brock Lesnar or someone like he does like the flip a few times, or he does that throw. Oh, I'm trying to remember the wrestler's name, but anyway. No. What's your wrestling name, man?
I go by Corey Bush. He goes by Sean Miller, and together we are the Dillon Street Boys.
Oh, is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And the end of our names are off of the beers. So Bush Beer, Miller Lite.
Oh, is that those are American beers? Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
shitty American beers. We don't drink that shit.
I do. I drink Miller Lite here.
I
like cheap beer.
I'll drink Miller if he buys the Miller. I won't go out of my way to buy Miller.
You can't beat $6.
The only American beers I know is bloody Samuel Adams or
Sam Adams is good.
Bud
That's
what we're
from
drinking right now,
Massachusetts. I mean, he's drinking Sam Adams. That's actually really good.
Awesome.
Though. I'll cheers
Good
to
taste,
Sam
good taste.
Adams, but it's probably nothing compared to like the beers you get out there, though. Honestly, like we have a shit selection.
Yeah. I've never tried too much Bud Light. I had one. It was like, it's a bit watery and stuff like that. We're
Watery?
actually more into
That shit is like it's straight up carbonated water.
Well, there you go. There you go, man. Oh shit. Well, there you go. I'm not too far off then. But no, we're more into our like craft beers and stuff because we
That's what I'm
with
drinking.
Is it?
Yep.
What's that?
It's a Dogfish Head Mango Smoothie, not smoothie.
Dogfish Head.
Smoothie. Yeah, Dogfish Head.
Nice one. No, they collaborated with a few Kiwi breweries over here, actually.
That's
I was going to
awesome.
say, like, it's a while ago anyway, but I was going to say, like, we're more into our craft beers because we got hops over here. You know, your hops get into your beer and stuff like that.
Yep.
And, like, we got unique hops and whatnot, like Nelson, Savant, and, Citron, something, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember the names.
Yeah.
But we got, like, unique sort of hops that you guys want, you know, in your beers and stuff like that. And we sort of, you know, like we are with tourism and stuff, like, oh, you like Lord of the Rings? Well, come to Middle Earth, motherfucker, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you like a hops, do you? Well, we'll buy a hops, you know what I mean? Just come and take it, you know what I mean? Yes, we pride ourselves on that, I suppose, as a country. So.
That's cool that they came over and did a collab with you guys. That's awesome. I might have to look it up.
Epic Brewery or something, or
Epic Brewery. All right, I'll check it out because I remember. I can't remember the actual channel it was on, but I remember back in the day, Dogfish Head, when they were coming up, was on a TV show. It was like it was about craft beers, and at the time, like I just remember this one episode where they got spit. Like they collected a whole bunch of spit that they needed for one of their crafts, and I was like, I am never trying that fucking brewery. Like, I refuse to try that shit. And now here I am drinking their beer. So it says a lot.
It's quite a cowboy thing, I suppose, like in the spit bucket.
Yeah, I don't know. They like what it is they chew something. Like they had like a seed or something, and the only way to activate the ingredient in it, was maybe not tobacco, but they were also in a different country. So Dogfish Head is like notorious for traveling around for their stuff that they put in their beers. But I just remember that they were like, we need you guys to chew this stuff, and it was just like this tribe or something. They chewed up all this shit, and they were spitting in buckets, and they collected. I don't know.
There's like a nut in some country, I think in like Indian shit. They chew this nut, and then they add ginger or something like that. I forgot what. They
added something and spit it,
and then it turned red, and it gets you a little high.
No, it's not that, but I know what you're talking about. No, it was like something, but the only way to activate the ingredient was with saliva. And I don't think this version of the beer is around anymore. I can't imagine it would sell for too long after the show showed what was actually in it. But
I imagine the advertisements for it. It's like, how do you sell that?
But I mean, ever since I saw that episode, I remembered Dogfish Head like vividly in my mind, and now here I am buying their beers. So it says a lot. That was good marketing on their part.
You know, with certain companies, they got to step it up. So they start off with spit. What's next?
And they burn it in your brain. So years down the line, you're like, oh, yeah, I heard of that company. I think I'll give it a try.
Damn good beer, though. No.
It is. I'm not a fan of tart beers, but this one's not bad.
I do know that. I do remember as a Dogfish Head, they collaborated with. Do you know the Flaming Lips? That band.
I do know the Flaming Lips. Aren't they in GTA?
They are. Oh yeah, they are actually. Few songs, but I was. Gonna say,
see.
like,
I remember that shit. See, it burns in your brain.
GTA, nice, good game. No, like that's like what do they do? They collaborated on a beer. It's like Jolly Lolly Dragon or whatever the fucking thing it was anyway. But like I think like they did a vinyl of it. Like they did a few songs for it as well, and then they sort of filled the vinyl record because it's made of plastic or whatnot. They filled the vinyl record with like the actual beer or something like gummy juice or whatever. But like they have the etching on top. And, like, you put it on the fucking record player, and it plays as well. But then, like, you have this sort of, like, lava lamp fucking thing going on top of it. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's, like, again, good marketing. Like, they know what they're doing. For a craft beer company, they honestly know what they're doing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to read this article, but I'm going to...
Oh, no.
List the things that are on it.
Uh-oh.
Motherfucker, every time I talk. So, anyways... I'll read this off. This is actually from Australia. Levers 2021 or Lovers, one of the two. I don't know what it is. Some word I don't know how to pronounce. Senior college and Bunbury Senior High School leaves disgusting antics laid bare.
Bunbury.
So the quick gist of it is it looks like they were doing a scavenger hunt that involved brazen drug taking, sex, public urination, and dangerous stunts.
Oh, this turned sideways. Okay.
So, whoa. I need to... Why am I not in Australia? How recent was this?
It's probably recent.
Hey, we're bored, man.
Yeah,
we're bored
October 27th.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Unsuccessful.
That is amazing.
Unsuccessful completion of the challenges. Students were required to post evidence on Snapchat to collect their points.
Oh, no, I'm out.
According to a list obtained by the West Australian High Point Scoring Challenge include fuck someone in public toilet, snort a line with Trixie, hook up with the parent of someone in your year at school, floss with a pube, wet willy a cop, drink someone else's piss, soggy biscuit, anal on Albert Oval, sit on the roof of a car while driving. My God. And these pictures are fucking ridiculous.
Is that fucking real? Are you being serious?
It's right on
this is America.
PerthNow.com.
This is America.
No, that's not America.
No?
It's Australia.
Oh, this is Australia. Yeah, you guys are crazy.
Oh, bro.
That isn't even
Where's-
Florida.
where's-
See, I'm like thinking like, yeah, Jesus, here we go again.
Whereabouts in Australia was that? Was that Western Australia?
Where was it in Australia?
Oh, I closed it.
Oh.
But it's from a Perth website. Because it's called Perth.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm from Western Australia, so I was like, I guess I got out of there at the right time. Yeah.
I guess so. But you also missed this amazing opportunity to do some ridiculous shit.
No, I didn't. No, I fucking didn't.
You don't want to.
Right time.
You don't want to, fucking ride on a roof of a car. Like, what is wrong with these people? Oh my God! Like,
maybe I would meet someone that was a Chaz or whatever the lady's name. I suppose I'll do that one, but like the rest of it, you guys can give it.
Yeah, no. I would do the sex in a public bathroom. That isn't too far fetched.
I'll have sex with Chaz. Yeah. With the school teacher. Anyway, but that's it. That's where I draw.
Maybe hook up with a parent. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Stacy's mum.
Yeah, Stacy's mom, exactly.
I'll do that.
I mean, we're probably talking about college, right? So snort a line?
School.
Yeah, I'd be snorting lines.
High
back.
school.
High school? Oh, shit. No, whoa. The fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's Mania Senior College.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then Bunbury Senior High School.
Okay, so the college,
Never
yeah,
did.
okay. More props to you. The high school, you parents need to get your goddamn kids in line.
Oh, you saw that some high school somewhere here in the U.S. started twerking on their teachers.
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
did see that.
Giving the teachers lap dances.
And the
stuff.
teachers are just laughing about it. I'm like, I would walk away.
And then at the end, staff would spank the students. Like the students would bend over the table, and the teachers would smack their ass.
To be fair, it was males dressed as females that were doing it.
Oh, I'm starting to see that shit myself. It's like there was a video that came out that where one of the school teachers came out as a lesbian in front of the students. It's like, why the hell do the kids need to know that?
Yeah, why do they need to know that? That's your personal life. You're supposed to keep your personal life away from school.
She fucking had her bloody phone out and recorded it, and she posted it on Instagram, whatever the hell it was. Like she recorded the kids' reaction. It's like, hey kids, I just want to let you all know, I know we got class going, got algebra, but I'm a
Take
guy.
Varela right now. Alabama police have an
Cheer
upstate.
for me. It's like fuck. Jesus.
Like,
Jesus
why
Christ.
during class did you have to announce
Why
that?
during? Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous.
It's there's also there's things like I don't know if this is actually true because again I'm 34. I'm way out of school. I'm in adult life and stuff. I'm actually moving to a new job. They're promising new job very soon. Tomorrow on Monday actually.
As the official wizard.
But what's that?
As the official wizard.
Oh yeah, there's a wizard. Oh yeah,
I'll
do
take
you
my-
know
I'll
about
take
the
that place,
wizard?
The
I do know the wizard.
last episode we did a story that was about a town. What was the town? Christchurch.
Christ,
They
is
had
it
their own.
Christchurch?
They had a wizard on their city council.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yep.
Yeah, he just they
The city of Christchurch. Yeah.
Yeah, they let
We had an official wizard. He was around since 1982.
Yeah.
He's British actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was British.
All right, so
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
get some
no, he's,
answers now. All right, so first off, what were the magic acts he had to perform?
I think he did a few card games because again he's been doing it since 1982. So he came out to
So
Cathedral
it
Square
was-
here and there.
It was legit just street magic, and he's getting paid for it.
No, I was going to say he was mostly there for public speaking.
Oh,
He spoke
public
out about-
speaking. Okay. But he
But
was.
at the same time, he does a trick in here.
Oh, all right. Well, that's cool. At least like he kept it entertaining. You know, like usually when you
But,
go to public speaking, it's just speaking, and he's like, oh, blah 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 blah.
As
He
he's
says
doing-
what he
he's
has
doing,
to
like,
say.
card
Yeah,
tricks
he's
and
doing
shit.
card tricks while he's doing it.
I mean, you got to keep the kids entertained, I suppose, like because they're not going to listen to you. You know what I mean? They're going to look at your hands and doing whatever with the cards.
Exactly.
But anyway, like what happened with him actually, which is pretty crazy actually, is he got swiped from the city council. Like they cut his pay. Like they paid him a certain amount of money per year to be the quote unquote the official wizard.
Yep.
And they cut his pay
Yep,
after
we
30
read
years
that.
because he made set of comments against women.
Ooh.
Maybe you can bring it up. But it's probably like legit sort of critique on how women act. But the city council at the time saw that. Like I think it was posted online and all that, and they were like, "Nah, we're going to get rid of the official wizard and we're going to diversify." They're diversifying. It's like, oh.
I mean,
Damn it.
that's the thing with like older generations. I don't want to be racist towards old people or anything, but they're stuck in their own ways, we'll just say. Like, they grow up, because back then, like, those types of comments were accepted, and today they're not. They just don't grow out of it. I mean, they don't grow with the time, so.
I'm sure in like 20 years we'll be in the same.
Oh, yeah, and not even. I give us like 5 years before we're getting red flags, and they're like, nope, they're not PC friendly. They're not doing this.
Starting now.
It is starting.
Yeah, it's crazy at the moment. It's like you say a certain thing or you emit a sort of like certain persona and you're like cancelled and stuff like that. I've been watching like Dave Chappelle, like
Yeah.
comedians, like they joke about that shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
comedians are the ones that that they're going to push the boundaries, but they say what we all think. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And sometimes, like late night TV or late night Netflix, whatever you do, you watch that. You watch Dave Chappelle. What's his special closer? He does his thing. He says what he says, and everyone. It's half of us
Yeah.
love it. It's so funny, but like the other half is like so offended and so but to the point of getting that guy cancelled. It's like no.
It's like, so stop
hell?
watching him then. Like, you don't need to watch it. Nobody's forcing you to watch this. Just turn it
It's
off.
so crazy. It's so crazy what's going on. Like, just the fact that, like, not only I'm offended at your special, do better next time, do a better special, do like a kids program or whatever. Okay, I'll do that. No, it's like, no, you offended me, motherfucker. Fuck off. I'm going to cancel you, and you're not going to come back ever again. That's at the end.
Yeah.
End of Dave Chappelle. That's stupid.
It is. It's ridiculous, the whole thing going on right now.
We need people like Dave.
We
need people like that.
He's gone through so much. And now he's got to go through this. It's like, you guys brought him back just to cancel him?
He ain't canceled.
Oh, no.
He's not canceled. I mean, they can say what the fuck they want. Like, just because one percentage of a culture was just like, nah, he's canceled, doesn't mean like people are going to stop listening to him, going to stop watching him, going to stop paying attention to Dave Chappelle. He's got his own fan base. So, I mean, there will always be that like percentage of people that will pay attention to Dave Chappelle.
He lives in like a little town in the middle of nowhere. I forgot what state.
Yeah, he wants it that way because whenever he gets popular, this type of shit happens to him.
He does shit for the town all the time. I watched
he went
David
crazy
Letterman.
Because of this shit. And for him to get his sanity back just for him to get fucking canceled, he's going to go insane again, just to let everybody know.
Oh, bro, like, it's actually interesting watching him, actually. It's like, he's not just doing a comedy special. Like, he reminds me of, who's that other comedian? Bill Hicks. Remember him? Like,
kinda.
He's a Texan comedian, but like, ouch. It's kind of different. Like, you see a comedian get on stage and they do the routine, you know, they write this shit in like an hour of comedy or whatever. But for someone to come up and actually speak from quote unquote the heart and stuff like that, like Bill Hicks was angry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was super angry about something, and he sort of superimposed that onto his show. But he challenged the audience and stuff like that. That's cool. But speaking with Dave Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle, like I can tell he's fucking over it and stuff like that. He doesn't get up and animate, you know, like, you know, a lot of comedians like blah blah blah, chicken cross the road, blah blah blah, yada yada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he sits down, he leans into his chair, and he tells a story and stuff. Yep. But he always like ends it off with a joke. You know?
Yeah. Dave Chappelle's always been one of my favorite comedians. He doesn't animate it because, well, back in the day they gave him a skit show. Dave
Chappelle show. Yep.
Yeah. So he could animate it himself, and that was the only way I would want to see his jokes, honestly, because
super funny.
Yeah, if he's out there being all animated and shit without like the visualization of it, I don't think like it would have ever hit like it did to me. But Dave Chappelle is definitely top tier. He will always be one of the great comedians. Rodney Dangerfield is also one. Like, I still listen to his stuff, and I find myself laughing. I'm like, his stuff's just timeless comedy. Honestly,
I sort of I don't know much Rodney Dangerfield, but I saw a few things. Like, he's good at quipping and doing one-liners, and certain ones I do giggle at that. Yeah. He's got that sort of, no one gives me respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
he was on a talk show and he's like talking about love and how everybody wanted to find love, and I still laugh to this every time I hear it. And the talk show host was just like, "Oh, you never had luck with love?" And he's like, "No, I've never had luck with love, even in show business, Johnny. I had this one broad. She called me, told me to come over. Nobody was home. I went over and nobody was home." And I still laugh to that joke every time because, like, I can picture him because he was a very animated character. Like, the way he would explain his jokes was like you could visualize it. So like I just picture this guy just going there to go over in hopes that he was going to hook up with the girl, and like she's not even home. Nobody's home. Like, go on over.
Standing in the room, like, what's this? What's the empty room? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, the kitchen table. There should be dinner going. I get no respect.
Yeah, just how quick he is, like with how he says everything. Like, he tells the joke way better than I could ever tell it. But
I would imagine being his nephew. You know, he's like, Rodney, it's okay. No, you get no respect. No, Rodney, just sit down. Rodney, sit down, Rodney.
What's that other movie? The one with the groundhog. They're golfing. Caddyshack.
Yeah.
There it is. Caddyshack.
Bill
I
Murray.
fucking love that movie too. Like that's a good one. I
What's
just
in the
love.
hole? What's in the hole?
Yeah, I just love the fact that one guy is asphyxiated on getting the golfer or the groundhog the whole fucking time. Like nobody else cares. He's just dead set on getting this fucking groundhog.
The shit that what's his name? The guy who recently passed away, Norm Macdonald. The shit that he used to say was so fucking good.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is he's talking about his nephew. And he's like, I'm very proud of my nephew. He graduated college, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, but if you look closer, you can see all the cum splattered on his face because his nephew's gay. It was so fucking good. The way he told stories. I fucking love Norm.
That's good.
I probably listened to his stand-up
the fucking
3 times.
The SNL news reports that he did.
Yep,
When
yep,
he constantly
making updates.
shat on bloody O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, that's what got him in
beat it.
trouble.
Who's another one?
Yeah, I think he got fired for that.
Monty Python. I fucking love Monty Python. I like his. I love the movies, but the TV series that it was, I can't remember the name of it. But I remember watching several episodes of it, and just the how literal their humor is just it kills me every time. I love that shit. Like I can't even think of the joke. I just know like he went there for something. Oh, it was like an argument. He went somewhere to start an argument, and like you go to this place, and this guy will argue with you. But he ended up in the wrong room, and they argued about the wrong things. And they're like, wait, what type of argument are you looking for? Like mid-argument. And he's like, oh no, that's two doors down to the left. And I'm just like, oh my.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, like the whole skit was just fucking priceless. Like so good. But Monty Python, hilarious. Top-notch comedy.
Oh. That fucking what's the guy's name? He starred in Shaun of the Dead. Peter. Oh, he's got a weird last name. It starts
That sounds
off with
about right.
SCH, whatever. Look him up.
Is it the two best friends there? The two main characters?
I think
like
so.
one or the other.
No. That's Nick Frost and the other guy. No. Peter is the flatmate. He turns into a zombie.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I
fucking
think I remember Peter.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking go to fucking sleep. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. He's actually got a show. He's another good British comedian. But like I've seen a few of his skits. He's Mr. Butterfield and he does these adverts where he like introduces something called a toilet grenade and a fucking kitchen gun, and it's just the funniest shit. Look it up. Yeah.
Oh, I know you. I just looked him up. I know.
Oh, just look it up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only
I gotta
ad
get
you
up.
He was in The Tick. He played the.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Played
I remember now. Peter. He was dating the mom, right?
I don't know.
Or somebody. He was like the stepdad or somebody. I forget.
I
can't remember all the other movies.
Seen much. It's weird because I don't like know any of his movies, but I know who he is.
Speaking of Shaun of the Dead, honestly, my favorite scene of that whole movie, the whole movie's good, but my favorite scene was the very end where like his best friend gets turned into a zombie, and I was like, oh, he's going to kill him.
Like
and then like
living in
he
the
goes
shed.
out to the shed and they're playing video games together, and he goes to like bite him. He's like, no. And then back to playing video games.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
So fucking good, dude.
I just love how like nonchalant he is about it. It's like actually I've actually been to London myself. I've been over there for my big OE, which means big adventure. I went over there for a year and a half, and you go over there and like no one gives a shit. You know what I mean? It's so casual and stuff. So it's like when you see that in Shaun of the Dead, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get an ice cream. It's down the road. And like in the background, it's like all these zombies just eating people.
Yeah,
It's like,
living his normal life.
Keep the change. And like the store owner's like a fucking zombie as well. It's like, yeah, just keep change. He doesn't even look up as well, and he just goes back home. It's
so that's
funny.
accurate. That's pretty accurate to how it would be out there.
Not every single British person, but it's like, a lot of them are. Like in the inner cities and stuff. That's pretty much how they are.
Oh, that's great.
Cool.
That's good. I really wish a zombie apocalypse would happen. But I need to be in London for it, just so like I could live that whole scenario.
Just make sure you get drunk first, and then have a hangover, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. Make sure I have my favorite pub to go to, like worst case Ontario. Like, oh man, shit, zombie apocalypse. Where am I headed? The pub.
I watched The Walking Dead, so I'll be I'm pretty much an expert in zombies.
So you learn not to use a gun, right?
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, theoretically, something that's dead shouldn't be able to hear.
And they wouldn't make it through the winter, and they'd rot over time.
Yeah, they're going to rot away
down
over
south,
time.
It's
so
humid and hot. They're going to waste away. They're not going to be around for more than 5 years.
Yeah, well, if you notice, the zombies become more fragile.
Yeah, they became more fragile.
Like they just explode towards the end.
I remember in later seasons, like Rick would just like try to
it would just melt their face away.
He just grabbed the zombie to like pull him away or something, and like his arm would just come off, or like he'd go to push it, and his arm would just like go in its stomach.
Some really nasty shit. Yeah. No, I just don't think it would take as long.
No, and they wouldn't pop out of the snow like that.
We don't know because we bury our dead. So yeah. I mean, we don't.
I mean, that's when it comes to monsters like Frankenstein and werewolves and all that. Zombies, I find interesting because like we can thank George Romero for this. Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead or whatever.
R.I.P. to a real one.
It's called actually. It actually looks into the it's you got to kill a zombie, you got to blow its head off, you got to stab it through the heart and all this other stuff. But it looks more into what makes a zombie and what we do and how do we kill a zombie. But it doesn't look that far into like any other monster. You know what I mean?
No, I mean
it's always conventional.
It's kind of plausible now. Given like the Resident Evil aspect of it and old Resident Evil, like new Resident Evil is kind of weird. I don't know if you've paid attention to the video games. They kind of rebranded themselves.
First person shooter, like
it's still first person shooter, but it's more horror aspect. Like it's really terrifying now, opposed to a thriller. A zombie thriller.
10-foot lady with big tits.
Yeah. Well, no, that was she hit a whole new turn on ratio for me that I didn't know existed. Like a 10-foot lady, dead lady. I don't even know what the hell she was. It was like all of a sudden, like all over the internet, there's just fucking memes of this chick being all like busty with her fucking huge tits and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this how Resident Evil is? Like, I'm about to go buy this game and shit. Like, what is this? It turned into porn? No, but like they changed it up. Yeah. It's not zombies anymore. It's more of like people being infected by the T virus, and it's twisting their way of thinking almost. So
I got to say to you actually, because I used to be a gamer, I used to play games since I was 4. My first console would be either
Super Nintendo,
the NES, or Game Boy.
Ooh.
My first game would probably be Super Mario Brothers 3, bro. I've been up with that. But I got to tell you something. The first video game that ever fucking scared the shit out of me was Resident Evil 1.
Yes.
When I went over to Perth, and there was a Chaos display, and you can play Resident Evil on the PlayStation. And that's when it was brand new. I actually bought the PlayStation 1 when it was brand fucking new.
Yeah.
It was cost like $1,000, $1.5 grand, all this shit. They had Resident Evil 1 playing, and I played that shit when I was like, when it was 96, fucking 9, 10. I went up to it and I played it. I went to the first zombie, the zombie looked at me, the cutscene that looks at you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck this. And I just rushed straight out of the store screaming like a little kid. Oh, man. I was so scared. Fuck.
See, mine would have to be House of the Dead 2, not the first one. I didn't get the chance to play the first one, but this was around the time of what the fuck,
Good game.
the Sega console, Dreamcast. So the Dreamcast was out at this time, and it was the time where I think it was the first console that had actual gun controllers. So like you could actually shoot at the screen opposed to using a controller. So like it gave it that real arcade feel. And the only other time I could play House of the Dead was in an arcade. So playing it on the Dreamcast was fucking dope. Like honestly, but I was scared. I was terrified, like scared to shit. Holy fuck!
Yeah. No, Dreamcast is a shit. Like that's probably the last great sort of console, and then Nintendo occasionally innovates, like with the Wii, with the Switch. Mm-hmm. You can always rely on Nintendo to innovate and stuff like that. But the last true proper console, exactly. I feel the same way as the Dreamcast.
Anyway. That thing is so underrated. I mean. We didn't get to utilize it because we were so young at the time when it came out.
By the time I got one, I went to KB Toys because I was finally gonna get it, and the person was like, "It's gonna be discontinued." So
yeah, it was on the downfall of Dreamcast.
So I didn't end up getting it because
it had. I mean, the thing, like I remember, like it had the little display on the controller, which was revolutionary at the time. Like. There was nothing like it. Like it had the little swirl that would pop up and shit, and you're like, "Oh shit, am I playing a Game Boy right now?" And
it's so crazy, yeah.
And then it was also the first console ever to go online. Like you could play online.
Yes.
And we didn't know it because we were so young. But like, I just wish like it continued, or like somebody made another version of the Dreamcast, and there were still servers somehow online, and we could fucking play House of the Dead or something. It's just those games that are lost in time now to arcades. Like you can only go to an arcade now and play this shit.
Do you want me to say something to you at the moment? Like there is actually a fan sort of project that's going at the moment that's actually revitalizing that. The Raspberry Pi.
I think I've heard of it.
They're kind of mixing that with I don't know how it did it. Like some genius in was it Europe or Japan or something like that. They actually reverse engineered the net code used to bring the Dreamcast to the online and stuff.
Oh,
and quite literally, it's called I think it's called Dream. Look it up. It's like Dream Pi, but they literally revitalizing this Sega internet service and all these games that used to play online back in the day. They're bringing it back. You know what I mean? And it's like reverse engineered. So if you literally,
that's amazing.
If you literally got that setup going and stuff, I think you got to buy it somewhere custom or something. But like, you can literally play shit like Quake 3 Arena, Sonic Adventure, House of the Dead, Power Stone, all that good shit from back then.
That's awesome.
You can play it.
Holy fuck! I mean, that's worth it at that point. I'm still paying for PS4 or not PS4. I'm paying for PS Plus, and I don't even play on console anymore. I have a PC. So I mean,
hey man, I got the only games I play, man, is a PlayStation 1 emulator on my phone.
Well, I mean that's pretty dope.
I got a
that's
I got a USB PlayStation controller. So yeah.
Ooh, hell yeah!
I was going to mention to you actually, with House of the Dead. Can I ask you something? Over in America, did you have like when you have the House of the Dead 1 cabinet displayed in your arcade place? Do you have a black curtain around it? Because that's what we had in Australia. It was like a black curtain, so you can't see the screen.
No. It was. Fuck. How did they have it? Okay, so they had like their guns on their little mount. You'd pick up your gun, and then the TV would be in this case almost, but it would be like like mounted towards the back of the case, and then it would be like wood. It would be in like a wood cabinet almost. So like like nobody could actually see from the outside what was going on. This was old House of the Dead. Like unless you were looking like directly behind us, that was the only way you could actually see what was going on the TV.
That's pretty funny because like I was mentioning because like we had a proper upstand cabinet, so you can look at the screen if it's not covered. But like we were pretty fucking anal with censorship at the time in Australia. We were pretty anal about it. So all we fucking did in Australia is we had this fucking black curtain, spread around the screen.
Yeah.
So like if you look from the outside and you look at it, it's like I can't see what's going on. But me as a kid, as a 10-year-old kid, all I had to do was like fucking pick my head underneath and I can see people killing zombies. Fuck yeah. It's not good.
It's so funny how it's changed, but like thinking back on it, it was just like, man, they really did try to prevent like if you didn't pay for this game, you weren't viewing this game type shit. Like that's crazy. I never even thought of it like that. I always wondered why the screen was so far back in these cabinets. I'm like, I'm playing it like right in front of it. Why is the screen so far back? And now I realize like, oh, so other people from the outside don't fucking see. I do know the cabinets. Like there's like deep screen cabinets or something like that. Like certain old arcade games. Yeah. The deep screen cabinets. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we.
Well, that's how we did it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. No, literally, we look under the under the curtain, and I was like, oh, it's killing zombies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It was me and my brother, and we just put the coins in. It's like, are you over 18? There's none of that. It's like there's no like.
Yeah, nobody there checking IDs or anything.
Yeah. Are you old enough to play? Are you old enough to kill zombies?
Speaking of the curtains, though, now that I think about it, we have this thing over here called Dave and Buster's. It's like it's an arcade, but after 10 p.m., it turns to adults only. So it's an adult-only arcade.
Okay.
Which is fucking dope because, I mean, come on, we're the ones that made arcades popular. But they do have some games that have the curtains, and like they're specifically designed for 1 to 2 players. If those 2 players pay, like you go inside this little booth, you shut the curtain, like you put on your little fucking display. It's usually a Jurassic Park. Like the first thing I'm thinking of, like that pops in my head, is Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah. Sega. Yep.
Yeah, but no, that one's a full booth. It's a dark shaded thing. It's a whole 3D experience. Like it shakes. It fucking blows wind at you, like hot air and shit.
Wind.
Yeah, like say fucking dinosaurs like right in your face. It'll blow like hot air in your face. It's a cool fucking game. Like arcade games have come a long way. And then there's some that like on a cruise ship, of all places, because they have arcades on cruise ships. They had this one thing I remember because I did. I was 24 at the time. This guy he told me it was acid. And at the time, I was like, oh, I've done acid before. Yeah, I'm cool with it. And then later, after I took it, he was like, oh, yeah, that was mescaline. And I'm like, what the fuck is mescaline? What the fuck did I just take? And he's like, oh, it's basically acid. And I was like, next thing I know, I'm like looking at the back propellers and like everything's freaking out and shit. And he's like, yo, let's go to the arcade. They have this sweet game there. And I'm like, what? I was like, they have an arcade? So, like, we go to the arcade, and I'm, like, blown away that there's a fucking arcade on this ship. And, like, next thing I know, I'm looking over at this thing, and it's, like, you get inside this thing, and it's it's one of those 4-dimensional rides where, like, it's a roller coaster. Like, you had a whole bunch of different options. It had, like, a helicopter roller coaster, these different things. Yes. And it, like, shifts around and stuff. It gives you that full thing. Like, I was getting sick to my stomach on this thing. Like, it felt like I was actually in the ride. And I was just like, how the fuck do arcades have these things now? I was like, this is something that would be at, like, Disney or Universal Studios or something, not a fucking arcade. But like arcades have just come so far, and props to arcades for sticking it out through the years and surviving. You know,
I'm pouring one out for arcades. I'm not actually pouring it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pour one out, but I'm gonna chug one for arcades.
Nice one. Chug. That shit makes me miss arcades. You know what I mean? And cinemas. There's some sort of environment and feel to it all. You know what I mean? I used to go to like the cinemas. I watched Jurassic Park when it first came out in the cinemas over here.
Same.
Fuck, it was
terrifying.
It was something else.
That
was very terrifying, but it was something else, man.
That was considered a horror movie back in the day. It's hard to, It's almost hard to grasp that concept, like how things have changed.
Was it PG or PG-13? I can't remember.
I think it was PG because of that one scene where the guy gets eaten on the toilet from the T-Rex.
Yeah.
And the other guy, what's his name? Fucking Jeff Goldblum. He gets his leg bitten. Which I was like,
oh, that's right.
I'm like, yo, if I was a T-Rex, I would not just bite the leg. Like, that motherfucker, like, you're coming out with me and I'm going to eat you. Like, that was bullshit. I'm sorry. But he is a main character.
And Samuel Jackson's arm. Can't forget
Samuel Jackson's arm. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot he was in the movie. I keep forgetting that Samuel L. Jackson's in that movie. With what's his name? The other guy there, the fucking stingy bastard.
Wayne Knight.
I think it is. Yeah. I think it is him. Yeah.
You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. All good actors. Like, my God, like a phenomenal cast for back in the day. That was when movies had great casts. So.
Oh, bro, like, I gotta say, like, I saw that in the cinema as a kid. I was like, 93. I'll be like 7 or 8 or whatever. I guess it'll be PG because I wouldn't. Oh, maybe I would have gotten, but anyway, I'll ask my parents when I see them again. But anyway, like, bro, like, that was the shit. Like, just the environment, like the surround sound and the big screen.
Yep.
Even in '93, I can vividly remember it. But like afterwards, I went and brought the merchandise. Brought the fucking books and
the toys and stuff, but that, like, in theaters, nothing compared to that first T-Rex stomp on the ground with the surround sound. It was just like, boom. And like you see the water, the droplet of the water, and you're just like, oh fuck,
the cup,
and everybody knew what was coming, but like they didn't expect what was about to happen. That was like nothing tops that, and then like.
Yeah, bro.
The only thing that bothered me was the next one, Lost World Jurassic Park. They only showed the 2 kids for like a brief second at the very beginning of the movie. And that kind of bothered me. Yeah. They only showed a whole new cast. And it's like, besides Jeff Goldblum. And it's like, why did you do that? I mean, I understand I wouldn't want to go back either. But, like, I don't know. You should do 2 stories at that time because they did end up going back to the United States with the T-Rex and its baby. And it's like you could have touched on what the kids and what John Hammond, I think his name was, were doing at the time. Like, in between. Like, it didn't just need to be what was going on over at the other island there.
I mean, like, it's cool that it's still going. Like, we're waiting for the 6th film at the moment, and apparently Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum and all that. Well, Jeff Goldblum's been there for a while, but
he's coming back.
They're all coming back, and it's cool, whatever. But like that first fucking film, got it.
Is he going to be a robot? Is he going to be like a cybernetic robot?
Maybe. They were thinking about it for one sequel that was cancelled, but anyway, robotics, dinosaurs. But yeah.
Well, thank God that got canceled. But yeah, I'm glad. I mean, honestly, what is it? Jurassic World now. I like it. I still watch it. I mean, I don't like how futuristic it's become. Like the fact that they actually ended up putting an actual park on the island. I thought that was dumb. I wouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't have been my call, just coming from somebody who's seen the last couple movies. But, I mean, they did it. Yeah. We're going with that. And, you know, that megalodon fucking whale creature thing coming out of the fucking water. Like,
fish thing. Yeah,
like the killer whales. It was basically like SeaWorld. It was almost identical to SeaWorld and what we do with SeaWorld. And just how it came out and ate that person, I think it was. Was just phenomenal.
To me, that wasn't Jurassic Park. To me, it wasn't Jurassic Park. Like, it's a Michael Crichton sort of thing. Like, he, fuck, was it? Like, he went through the he went through the Mojave Desert or whatever it was in Mexico, and like he saw these skeletons and whatnot, and it's like, all these Mexicans are bringing these bones to their labs and they're trying to resurrect them. And it's like, you can't do that shit. They're dead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, what if we bring back dinosaurs? Like that initial idea was
well, aren't they trying to do that like in real life? Like, there's been memes about like, have we not learned anything from these movies?
Memes.
And I'm pretty sure they're trying to restore a woolly mammoth, if I'm not mistaken. They're trying to get an elephant to give birth to a woolly mammoth.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and it's like, have we not learned anything from these movies? And to be fair, woolly mammoths came after the dinosaurs. So they need to get their time periods right. But still, I mean, do you want an elephant that, you know, is docile, or do you want an elephant that doesn't know where the fuck it is anymore? And
what the fuck is
where the fuck am I?
Imagine.
Like, and it's just fucking rabid and well, maybe it would be more docile with the elephant genes in it, but still, like,
I'm trying to think of the movie where like they bring someone back to life, like from a block of glass or whatever. It's like, where the fuck am I? What who am I? And it's like he can't react properly. I imagine a woolly mammoth to be like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, like just panicking immediately, like.
Yeah.
And they want to do it, like, they're talking about bringing back other dinosaurs, like legit dinosaurs, and it's like, well, first of all, what are you going to get to birth it? Because, like, you need something to give birth. Like, we still have elephants, so a woolly mammoth isn't too far-fetched. You can birth a woolly mammoth. A dinosaur egg, those things, like, from the movies and from fossils, those things are pretty fucking big, and we don't have dragons or reptiles that are big enough.
They're just chickens.
Just chicken? Oh, yeah, that's true. No, they are birds. Like, we don't have birds that are big enough.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, like, they evolved from birds, apparently, like prehistoric birds,
Yeah, so that's another thing. I wonder if they're going to redo Jurassic Park to be correct. Also, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to let Miller take it away here.
That's one.
I never seen it.
No more reboots. No more reboots. Please. No more reboots. Tell a proper story.
I haven't. I don't remember any of the Jurassic Park movies. I haven't even seen the new ones yet.
Oh, I've seen the last one I saw was Jurassic World, man.
Yeah, I think the last one I saw was 3, and that was it. I don't. Really...
I saw 3 when I was younger, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember it at all. Yeah.
We're only a year apart. I'm 33.
I'm 34, man.
Yep. Year apart.
Nice one.
So we probably saw it right around the same time. I remember my uncle back in the day used to pirate movies, and that's how we watched it. It was on DVD before it even came out on DVD.
Yeah,
he showed me how to do all that stuff when I was young. And he had crates full of movies, like crates and crates. He was like, "What do you want to watch? I got everything." It's like, "Oh shit!" And he like pull out his like milk crates of just DVDs of like movies that aren't even out yet, and like it was so cool. He had games that he downloaded.
Nice.
He's the one that showed me all that shit.
One thing I always wondered, actually, because we didn't have that much here in New Zealand, Laserdisc. Do you have Laserdisc?
You know, it's funny you say that. I just learned about Laserdisc, like, in the past year. It was such a brief time. Like, it was in between VHS and DVD, I believe. And we did have Laserdisc, but it was so expensive. Only a few people had it, and
Isn't
then
that what a CD is?
It turned into DVD, basically. And then DVDs started coming out, and then it was more affordable for everybody, and then just Laserdisc kind of became obsolete at that point. Same thing.
Vinyl. It's like a vinyl, a CD size vinyl.
Yeah, CD size vinyl.
CD,
That's exactly like they're like, oh hell no, this is way too big.
What the fuck?
How the fuck is this convenient for anybody?
Hey, bro, you want to watch a movie? Let me get my fucking big ass disc out. Let me just get the UFO in.
Yeah. What the fuck? You hear it spin. I can't hear the movie. Yeah, that's the CD spinning. Sorry.
I remember when I was a kid.
I was just fighting.
When I was a kid, I had this weird record player and had a screen on it.
What?
Yeah, it was like a TV, and on the top.
Oh, maybe that was a Laserdisc, bro.
Well, I remember this thing back from when I was like 3.
Yeah,
I've always had it.
Laserdisc. All right, so Laserdisc was around like when we were younger, but it didn't become popular until like right before DVDs started coming out. So it was out like during VHS and shit.
Yeah.
So like that thing could have very well been a Laserdisc player.
Maybe it had like a little needle,
but they were so goddamn expensive that nobody had these fucking things.
Yeah, it was just sitting in my room. We never used it because nothing ever, like the TV didn't actually fucking do anything.
It probably doubled as like a record player, Laserdisc player.
It probably was a TV, and it also just plays records.
That too.
Was it like a music CD at one point or something? Like it doubled, is it? Like when they did like Song Remains the Same by Led Zeppelin or AC/DC Live or whatever, it doubles it as a CD or whatever. Yeah. From what I remember, maybe it was.
It was like.
Maybe I'm trying to.
What the fuck am I thinking of? Is it the smaller thing that isn't a vinyl but is still a vinyl? Like not the full size of a vinyl.
A vinyl, but not a vinyl. Oh, a mini disc.
Yeah, mini disc. There we go.
Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, all these formats, like we never had lasers over here.
I can't wait.
It seems so crazy.
Like we could talk to like the younger generations now and be like, yeah, I had a CD of this and this, and they'd be like, what's a CD?
I saw.
Is that like an iPod thing? I learned about iPods in history.
I saw a meme.
Class.
No, I saw a video.
It's like, oof.
And it was a video of like the first iPod Touch, and it was like 90s kids only know. And I'm like, wait, that was mid 2000s, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? That's old to you?
Yeah,
I feel like that just came out. I'm like, there's more iPods before that.
What
Remember
I said about
iPod?
history class with the iPods is legit. Like they're teaching kids about like the old music devices that we listen to music
the first
on. Like,
iPod.
Like they're teaching them about
I remember iPod
cassette
before they even had a
CDs and
screen.
iPods now. iPods and MP3 players. Because like
ridiculous.
It's ancient history now. Everybody has it on their phone, so it's like, what's an iPod? What's this and that? You know, nobody knows.
Back in my day, we used to listen to the radio, and I used to put my cassette player in. I used to record from the cassette. And,
I don't know how radios have survived.
What?
I don't know how radios have survived.
Because everyone listens to the radio.
No, but cars have options now. Like,
yeah, and they
you
still
can just
have a
plug
radio.
in your phone. I know. How are they surviving? They should just come
People
without
still
radios.
Listen.
Now.
I still listen to the radio.
God
you guys
damn
know
it.
Howard Stern? You guys a fan of Howard Stern?
I used to listen to him back in the day.
I XM radio for a brief time. But I remember him from when he had his
Pix
own show on.
106.
I remember when he had his own show on Comedy Central.
Well, he also was on Pix 106.
yes. Was he?
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got kicked off.
Yeah.
I think it was for like a brief moment after Wolf in the Morning.
Yep.
He didn't last long at all.
No. He lasted a couple years, but yeah, they
He moves
got
around.
rid of him.
He moves around a lot.
Yeah.
He moves
Now
around a lot.
he's
He
on
does
XM
some
radio.
questionable things. I mean, he's got a movie about his history.
I remember
and
on his show.
It's very questionable.
I remember on his
I
show
know the
when
one. Yeah.
it was on Comedy Central. He used to have chicks come on and like masturbate and stuff on Comedy Central.
Yeah, they would just blur it out, and it's like that's still not friendly for a kid that's scrolling through the channel.
It's 90s TV,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yep.
Attitude era.
Attitude. Oh, yeah. I forgot that they had bra and panties matches.
Yeah, those were stupid. I always hated them. I thought it was a waste of time.
What do you mean you hated them? I
I
fucking
hated them.
me as like a kid growing up. I was like,
Even
for
when
some
I was a
reason,
kid growing
I
up,
love
I
it.
thought it was...
I would be like
So
looking. I would be
stupid.
like, I would go downstairs because like the downstairs at my parents' house is redone, so it's like a bar, and then there's like a little living room with a TV area and shit with a couch. So like,
Yeah.
and that was the only
I'm
place you
alone
could
in-
watch wrestling. Because like
I'm
didn't
alone
have-
in the house. I got nothing else to do. Let's watch this. Okay, great.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have cable in my room at the time. That went up to wrestling. It only covered like a couple channels. Because they kept telling me, "Oh, we're waiting on the cable guy." I knew they just weren't going to get me cable. But anyways, so like I had to
Back in the day,
wait
it was
for certain
illegal
days.
not to report how many TVs you're using. In
I
your
know.
house.
They were doing it to save money.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I would go downstairs, and every time they would be like, "All right, it's time for our bra and panties match." I'd be like, every like 3 seconds, like looking behind me to make sure my dad's not coming down the stairs or my mom's not coming down the stairs to like catch me, because like I was all about it. I didn't know why I was about it. Like at the time, I thought girls had cooties, but for some reason, what I was seeing on TV was awesome. Yeah.
That's how it look. Okay, great.
So cheers to Lita, cheers to Trish Stratus, cheers to
Stacy Keebler,
Stacy Keebler, all the
Miss Kitty.
not you, China. You are not included in this, China. You were a man.
Hey.
Anyways,
The only
Yeah,
female
yeah.
to win a male's title.
because she was a fucking man, bro. Anyways, cheers to all the hot divas from the Attitude Era that made me
Here,
straight.
Give me that carabiner.
Is that too much? You might have to cut that one
I'm
out.
cutting it.
Anyways,
I don't cut anything out anymore.
How do I hit
Cheers,
your
yes.
mic, bro? Cheers.
Oh man.
No, but
No, I think that's
honestly,
what, man.
like, it's the reason why I like boobs and a nice ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, seeing that shit growing up is like, that's what I'm all about.
Let's close out the show with this idiot.
Wait, is
say
it a
your name.
Florida man? Because we have to.
No, Florida man.
Do you have a Florida man article we can read real quick?
I didn't see any today.
Fuck. Unbelievable. You know, we mentioned how ridiculous Florida is, and there isn't anything.
Well, there's the Georgia man.
That's right above Florida. That doesn't count.
No, I didn't come across any Florida man.
Suspect in custody.
He escaped police custody.
Florida man.
No, but we got this hiker man.
Mothman.
All right, well, I guess it's Hiker Man today.
Yep, this idiot. Hiker lost on mountain for 24 hours, ignored calls from rescuers because he didn't recognize the phone number.
Oh my God, bro.
A hiker who was lost on the mountain for about 24 hours ignored calls from the crews because he didn't recognize the phone number, officials said. Wow, my reading isn't as bad as last week. The hiker, now that I said it, the hiker
Yeah,
was
you're fucked.
reported missing last week after they never returned from a trek on Mount Elbert in Colorado, the highest summit in the Rocky Mountains. After an unsuccessful search of the area where hikers typically get lost, crews learned that Oh, see? No.
Wait, hang on. I want to pause you there anyways. All right. So when we go out hiking, we don't have service. How the fuck does this guy have service and he's still not answering a fucking phone call? Like, I would
He
be
doesn't
answering
recognize the number.
At that point, if I was stranded, I would be answering any phone call. Let it be a fucking telemarketer. Like, hey, yeah, I'll buy anything. You tell him my location, though. You need to tell him my location or I am not buying your fucking bullshit. All right, deal. Bye.
I need to hear a voice. I need to hear anything.
I need confirmation. You need to text me back in 5 minutes. All right, deal.
Just tell me
Like
something.
anything. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, how are you that? Oops. How are you that stupid? Yeah, we'll just rewind that and boom. Where you don't answer your phone when you're trying to be rescued.
Everyone's so used to not answering the phone if they don't recognize the number.
Oh my god.
It's like a thing like you know, like you get all these phone calls and stuff like that. It's like it's like spam and bullshit and stuff. It's like people switch off to that shit. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
but that one phone call you could get is the one phone call you.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in that type of scenario, I mean, any type of.
If he gets service, why the fuck didn't he use his GPS?
Well, that too, but like any type of little bit of civilization you can get while you're lost in the fucking wild, like I mean, I would take it. Like, even if it is a fucking telemarketer or a fucking bot or something. Yeah. Like,
if he can receive calls, why didn't he just call?
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm at home. Yeah. They're bothering me like I'm at home. Like, yeah. And maybe it would give him the energy to be like, all right, yeah, oh, look, over there, there's some cars. Maybe I should walk that way. Or, I'm close enough to a fucking cell phone tower. Let's figure out where the fuck I am.
It's like if a helicopter flew above. A helicopter! Yeah, come here. It's something else. Okay. Yeah, you need something. You need something somewhere,
But scenario, if he has phone service, why isn't he using the GPS?
Well, GPS runs off the satellite.
Yeah. I mean, that runs off of it doesn't run off of...
Like, when we were leaving that cabin in
the
New
internet.
York, I didn't get service out there, but I was still able to use the GPS. I just couldn't find directions, but I can use a GPS.
Yeah. Because... Yeah, I mean... Cell phones.
Yeah.
Lifesavers, or they're going to make you look like you're the dumbest person on earth for not using your GPS.
Or when you cross the street, anyway.
Yeah.
You're looking at the phone.
Either
That's
way.
the wrong time to do it. Yep.
They're good and bad. You should have a cell phone and you shouldn't have a cell phone. You decide.
I agree. Just map every information, all your feeds to your brain. Get brain scanning going, and you don't need a phone in front of you. It's like,
What are those people called that make maps?
I don't know.
Shit, Minecraft teaches you this. Fuck.
Minecrafters.
Is it cartographers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That sounds right. I could be very wrong about it, but either way, the people that make maps just learn how to make maps, and then every new destination you go to, just make a map of where you're at. Boom.
And don't make the map flat. It's the world is a spear. Just to be clear.
Yeah, it's a spear. There is no edge.
Yep. You're not gonna fall off. It's fine. That's fine.
There is a center Earth though that you need to worry about, but there is no edge.
The South Pole actually. The South Pole apparently surrounds the outer rim. And that's it. If no matter where you go on the Earth, you're going to reach the South Pole or the North Pole anyway.
Well, I mean, yes, that is true. Well, unless you're going sideways, then no.
Or up in the air. Anyway, that's a different dimension of it. Anyway,
there's actually a new show. It's a cartoon. It reminds me a lot of Rick and Morty. It's on Netflix now. fuck. I don't know. It's all about government conspiracy bullshit and stuff, but they talk about like Middle Earth, or not Middle Earth, but like Center Earth or something. I forgot what they call it. And it's where all the gods live, like Cthulhu and the Kraken and this and that and shit. And it's like it's all conspiracy theories just put into a fucking cartoon, and it's literally the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I was gonna say, like, you said cartoon, like, I was thinking the only Netflix show that I thought of that resembled that a little bit that I saw recently was Mr. Robot. You seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Remy Malek, or whatever his name is, he's in the latest James Bond, and he's in he was Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
In that film.
Yeah.
He's this fucking anonymous hacker, and he hacks like all these dangerous people like pedophiles and drug dealers and shit like that. But he's using psychology and stuff like that.
Yep.
And at the same time, he's being like psychoanalyzed as well. It's an interesting fucking.
Oh, now that you say that, Mr. Robot,
yeah,
I think I have seen it. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm about to watch it now because that's like I like that type of stuff.
I watched the episode. I watched clips first. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I can see why Remy is like sort of doing his thing and stuff. Like, and I watched the episode. Like, oh look, and when I get time, I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll see the rest of the season. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's good show. I recommend it.
Well, hopefully, well, I can't say that I'm going to watch it because hopefully American Netflix has it. I forgot. There's the stupid fucking different shows between different regions and bullshit. And I mean, I could just get a VPN and watch it on my computer, but yeah, it's ridiculous.
You're gonna do the advert for VPN, or yeah, you guys do that shit? Yeah.
Well, he runs a VPN sometimes. He had to do it to try and watch, or you sent him.
There's
something.
some link that I had to hop onto a VPN to unlock things.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Because America, we can't watch it in America. It's crazy.
I don't remember
here.
what it was.
I don't understand.
But
the land of the free, and you can't watch anything.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! What the? Oh go! Oh shit!
What are you doing?
Oh my God! He stabbed me!
Oh, you stabbed him! Oh shit!
Ouch!
Dude, fuck! Oh, fuck!
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers!